Welcome back everybody to another episode. Today we are doing a flight sim flight. We're flying UA1, United Airlines Flight 1, which takes off from San Francisco International Airport around I think 10 o'clock at night and is about I think we're looking at a 16-hour flight to Singapore. Fun little fact about this flight, it was a huge deal because it was the first time it was actually economically viable to fly direct from the US to Singapore. For the longest time, I know at least on United you had to transit via Hong Kong and Tokyo, and I know on Singapore you also had those, plus I think Seoul, you had Frankfurt, Germany. It was a pretty big thing. Now Singapore used to fly direct to Newark on an A340-500, but it was a 4-engine gas guzzling plane and it was very premium heavy, so it didn't work. But this is not a route I've flown in real life. I have flown Los Angeles to Singapore back when United ran it, and that was a pretty cool flight. I think it was about 17 hours when I did it. So we're pretty much crossing straight across the Pacific. Once we hit Honolulu, going dipping a little south. It's a pretty easy flight. We're departing runway 28 left. You can see us. We're right here at gate 97 or 99 if I'm correct. Taxi, takeoff runway 28 left, and then we're going straight to BART waypoint. And then we pick up, we're going to be flying at flight level 360 initial, probably getting up to 340 by the time we actually end it. Besides that, it's a pretty basic route. Nothing really to be worried about. We're running on a ETOPS of, I think we hit up to ETOPS 280, I think is what we actually hit. So I'll double check that. Let me take a look on my other screen where I have another version of flight plan. ETOPS. Yes, I think we're hitting a ETOP. Well, I can't figure out. I know we are definitely using ETOPS. The only real spot we're going to be seeing ETOPS, the highest ETOPS is actually the San Fran to Honolulu portion. So besides that, we're pretty much within easy diversions. Like over here we have, should be Guam, right? Yep, Guam. So I mean that's a very quick diversion. So not too bad. Weather's looking good. So let's go ahead and take a look at. Okay, that's everything. Don't view that. Display on map, and then let's get chartlets open. Airport. So as you can see, we are right there. We're taxiing along. Bravo 5 to Alpha. Straight on to Alpha. Then it'll become Foxtrot, where we take Foxtrot all the way to 28 left. Very simple. And then let's see. There we go, that's the correct close. And open charts list. Taxi, airport. This it? Yes. Let's see. That sounds good. We're planning to come into runway 2 left, 02 left. It's weird. So this is 02 right, 20 left, which can actually get very, very confusing. Because you have 02 and then 20, so you have to be very careful, especially when you get clearance. I flew out of there on Batsim one time, and somebody came in on the wrong runway, and it kind of caused some issues. By kind of, I mean it really did cause some issues. So what we're going to be doing is we're then going to let's do this. Okay, this is pretty good. Hoping we should exit at Whiskey 5, and then we'll taxi along. Is that NC? Yes, that is November Charlie 3. We'll hit Papa 1, and then we should be expecting one of these echo gates. Maybe any luck we'll get runway 02 center, but I think we're going to be probably sticking with 2 left, so we'll have about probably 10-minute taxi time, nothing too bad. But without further ado, I'll catch y'all back in the sim. And welcome back to a beautiful rainy night here at San Francisco International Airport. flying a Boeing 787-9. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning part. And here, let's go ahead and change our view. We are operating from gate, looks like 99. So we're almost ready to go. We have just completed boarding, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have GSX pull back both jetways. So that should get going. There we go. And let's go ahead and get ready for push. And while we get ready for push, for pushback, if I, oh, it's got to wait for the jetways to go back. It's actually really cool. I think that's actually 3 operating jetways in that gate. So that's kind of cool. So. Okay. Okay, you do your jetways, just chill inside of each other, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start plugging some final stuff in. We have our flight plan plugged in. So, let's go ahead and go. We're gonna be flying with flaps. Oh, that's on that one. This is really cool. All of this is touchscreen here, just like in the real life. So we're gonna flash with 15.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Oh, 23. Sorry, 15 is our actual flap degrees. There we go. So V1 of 164. So we're currently we're actually gonna be doing something also a little different today. We're gonna be taxing on one engine due to the fact that this is pretty long flight. And awesome English there on my part. And I want to conserve as much fuel. We're currently about 500 pounds under maximum takeoff weight. So this is gonna be a
release parking brakes.
First things first, let's go ahead and get our beacon on. Okay, we're gonna release parking brakes. Nose is gonna go left, or tails right.
Commencing push.
Or else we're gonna
all engines clear. Start at will.
Taxi like right in there. Okay, that's good. Another cool thing with this
Ground to
is
flight deck.
Go ahead from cockpit.
there you go.
Cleared to start engines.
Roger. Clear to start engines.
Okay, so they gave us the clear start
both
engines.
engines.
But we'll hold off until we actually get pushed back. So let's use airport with FMS. And actually, we're not going to need any of that now, so we'll just go ahead and power that down. Save power, mostly save frames. Okay. Let's, okay, what else? Oh yes, I want to go ahead and, figure out where. Okay, there we go. So I want to tilt it down. Okay. There we go, we have those turned on. And I think it is, where is the ones, where are the ones for? I always forget. Downside of you flying, oh, here it is. So if we turn off dome, yeah, there we go. But we will turn it back on, just want to make sure we're good. For cruise, okay, seatbelt signs on auto, we'll go ahead and manually turn that on. It's going to be a bumpy departure, especially with the fact it's raining, but nothing too bad. Okay, we're going to go ahead and switch, get that going, and so this is really cool. So from what I understand how this works in P3D and FSX is it pulls all the information from your flight, from your not flight plans, from your scenery data, which is pretty cool. I remember this is probably my favorite. When I first started flying the 87, this is probably my favorite thing about it. Okay, we should be officially pushed back in a second.
Set parking brakes.
Yeah. I think it's time for a new joystick, boys.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Okay. Okay, and oh, here it is.
Okay, starting engines.
Aircraft. You get a bunch of different positions for stuff. Sounds awesome. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this.
Unlocking gear.
Oh crap. Okay, I gotta remember how to fix this.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
There we go. Okay. Let's go. Anti-ice, recall. It's clear. Okay. Good on that. Electrical's good.
Left is clear. Right is
Air's
clear.
good. Doors are good. System menu here. Okay, now we're doing flight controls. Okay, we'll show good on the rudders. Rudders look good, so elevators, rudders, and ailerons check. Let's go ahead and get flaps down to 15. So interesting thing is the 87-9 has, I don't know if the 10, I know for a fact the 8 doesn't have and the 10 might have, is there's actually, I'll probably just for a second, you see there's a 17 and an 18 degree flap switch, which is kind of cool, kind of unique. I've never used it. I don't know how much it gets used in, okay, there we go. Navigation display and CDU. I don't know how much it gets used in real life. Okay. So we're going to be flying runway heading, which is 280. Altitude is going to be 8,000 feet, and our takeoff speed, our V1 speed, and then we're going to start our taxi is 172, so we're going to go 192. And without further ado, let's get the taxi light on. Back out, turn the wing lights on, and we're going to do this taxi. Now, hopefully, Prepare will work with us. Oh. I almost forgot the very important traffic collision assistance. Hopefully, Prepared will work with us and this taxi on one engine. We'll probably have to do some corrective steering. But as soon as we get out of the skater, we'll go ahead and do a startup sequence for engine number 2. You know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet, and we'll just go ahead and get engine 2 startup. There we go. Thankfully, the startup sequence for the 87 is amazingly simple. Scenery. I love San Francisco in like the sense of it's just a really cool airport to fly into. It's really pretty, and it's really awesome for plane spotting. I have probably had 3 or 4, you know, probably 6-hour plus layovers there. My favorite thing to do is I always go to the. Looks like there's an aircraft coming into land. So I always come into the international terminal, because the way it is if you look over there, you'll see that there's this top level here is actually where the a lot of the it's multi-level, I guess is the best way to start explaining it. And what happens is you have the top level is where departing passengers are, and the bottom you actually go downstairs, and the gates are in the lower level, which is where the jet bridge is. That level in the terminal, and then when you enter, you come in for the jet bridges, and then go through a set of double doors, and then you're in the customs center. So it's kind of like it's like an archway if you're looking at it like straight out from an angle, and so the center of the arch is the customs area. I don't know if that's a good way to explain it, but it's really cool because you get to kind of looking at planes top down in some respects. So I think it's cool. It's nowhere else. I've never been able to like get that high and view planes from that angle. It's kind of cool. It's kind of different. Let's go ahead and kill the APU. I mainly like that. It's you get a lot of really interesting aircraft. Some interesting airlines. It's like I like flying into Brussels because you also get some really interesting airlines there, like Middle East Airlines. I'm trying to think of others. Okay, I went blank on that. So okay, here we go. Not too busy, but it is 10 o'clock at night. Realistically, in the real world, right about now, you'd have a flight leaving to Auckland, a flight leaving, at least on United, flight leaving to Auckland, flight leaving to Sydney, the Singapore flight, Tel Aviv, but I think that actually goes a little earlier now, the new Melbourne flight. I'm trying to think what else. Now I know I think you have a late night British Airways, you have, I think El Al now. I'm trying to think. The taxi's a little on the fast side, so we'll just idle her out. Come on, hopefully this aircraft's gonna have to get what? Oh wait, we need to swap over. We'll hold for this aircraft. Oh no, it's holding for us, perfect. We actually have to we're gonna switch over. Let's see. We got solar charge. No, we actually just stay on this. I was thinking we take a left turn. I come in for the swap taxiways, but nope. This is it. Thankfully, he stopped short enough so we can pass by him harmlessly. I hope. Right? So, okay, now we're gonna. Let's go to this ATC. We would request clearance, but we're not going to. We're just going to go ahead. We have nothing on TPAS, but we do need to turn on our landing lights. You're supposed to have your, at least from my understanding, you're supposed to have your landing lights on anytime you're on an active runway. So even if you're crossing, so we'll just kind of cheat and leave them on for a second. Okay. Still nothing. Another interesting point about this this flight is there's actually a lot of controversy around this flight. Actually, this flight, UA1, ruined a lot of, well, it didn't ruin, but soured relations with Singapore Airlines and United. I was reading about this a while back. They're both part of the same airline alliance, but United kind of went ahead and like launched this because it was a huge deal. This flight starting direct Singapore in the U.S. And yeah, when that happened, it apparently soured the relations there because it was something that Singapore Airlines was waiting on. What's called the A350 ULR, I think is what they were waiting on to launch it, which is like the longest range current wide body there is. It's what's used to launch to do the 18-hour
Please be seated for departure.
Singapore to Newark flight, which is currently the world's longest flight by, I don't know if it's by time. I think it's also by time, but I know by distance it is for sure. And okay, just like that, we're about to approach runway 28 left, so we're just gonna double check we have done everything. Okay, we have altitude good, heading's good, speed good. We're gonna go ahead and turn on our landing lights. And as we do that, we're gonna go ahead and turn on the main lights, turn off the taxi, turn on the strobe, continue to turn on, and we're gonna turn off the dome. just because I feel like things are easier to view. And we're going to continue. And to save fuel and also try and maintain speed, we're going to just go straight into hitting it. So we're not going to stop trying to run the engines. And hopefully I get this lineup good. It doesn't look like it could be a little too far to the right, but not the end of the world. Just throttling up. So this is definitely going to be a very slow climb.
Check.
Definitely not my best lineup. But definitely not my worst. Still still staying pretty good on the center line.
B1. Rotate. B2.
Rotate. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and get the gear up.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Yeah, she's sluggish. She is sluggish.
Traffic.
And there we go. Here, let's go ahead and get wiper on just for a second.
Flaps 5.
It says flaps 5, but we're gonna go ahead and leave her on a little bit. Okay. I think we cut off the wiper for a second. We're gonna leave it on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut it. Probably should have used it a little more during taxi, but it's not raining that bad. Yeah, we're still doing good on altitude and speed. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and turn the auto throttle, pick on the autopilot.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot in command.
LNAV, VNAV, and we're gonna give ourselves direct to BART. We're gonna new initial
With our flight
altitude,
underway, I'd like
10,000.
to once again welcome you aboard. I'd also like to offer a special welcome to our quality club flight. You will be earning valuable miles on your flight today. If
So
you're not a member, please visit us at
I'll wait till after the announcements.
qxm.com. In just a few minutes, we will be beginning our complimentary meal and beverage service in both first class and coach. In coach, beer, wine, and margaritas can be purchased with a debit or credit card. We apologize as we do not accept cash. In-flight entertainment available on this aircraft includes audio and video on demand as well as Wi-Fi, all included free of charge.
Flaps 1.
The flight attendant will be coming through the aisles with complimentary headsets. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Okay.
After takeoff checklist.
Let's pull up our checklist. Flaps. Let me raise. Gonna only do 240 since we don't have ATC. We can't request some higher. Okay. Alright, and we're done with the checklist until it's the first time. So the other thing about the 87 is we can actually zoom all the way out to 1200 feet. So we're going to turn on this, I think the technical term, I think it's, I'm guessing, just vertical speed display, so it gives you a better idea of kind of your altitude. So actually, it's like the top of the climb. Oh, that's because our altitude is 17,000. But I think we're good enough to go straight up to 360. Once we hit 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and speed up to 250 knots. I was expecting a little more turbulence, but this is fine. As a pilot, I don't think I want turbulence, but as a passenger, I'd love turbulence. It's just kind of like laying down turbulence and kind of rocks me to sleep. Something else I wanted to talk about for a second, well, there's not much going on, is, first I want to say thank you to everybody. We're almost at 300 subscribers, which is crazy. Since this hasn't even been going for, it's been like a month now, and I really want to know what y'all what y'all want to see in the description. I know people are liking Crazy Craft, but now that here's the sad part, I have to be real with you. I just started college. It's currently 6:30 at night, and I just started college today. And so I don't. It's going to be a lot of stuff, and I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to
Ladies and
continue to make out.
The use of approved portable electronic devices is now permitted.
Go ahead and do that. So the aircraft's not going to prioritize speeding up over altitude because, yeah, I'd rather have speed, but it's better to be a little faster. I guess I'd rather be faster than higher because if something were to happen, you're faster, you have a little more to live. But, yes, as I was saying, so I was really thinking about how I want to try and balance college and YouTube, and I would love to be able to put YouTube as like a top priority, but unfortunately right now I don't make any money from it. And while I love doing this and I don't do it for that money, as a broke college kid, I gotta prioritize money. And so, you know, once I'm going to continue this, I'm going to try and still do a daily video, an occasional 2 daily. Sometimes like Crazy Craft is one of those things. I know I've been reading a lot of comments about how to do stuff that better. I actually have not had a recording session since I pumped out those first couple of videos. Crazy Craft, I just sat down. Actually, I've had 2 recording sessions where I just sat down and I played the heck out of it. I recorded a ton of stuff. And, yeah. So I need to sit down, record that more. I don't know. I don't want to disappoint anybody because I know I have some of y'all. I did live stream the other night, and that was really cool. I was thinking right in for some live from that. That was blowing my mind. You know, we had like 10 people in it max, but still 10 people. It's 10 people wanting to chill and hang out and watch me. So that's crazy. I have to see. Sorry about that. A little awkward silence for a second. I had my allergies going like crazy the past couple of days, and sneezing a lot. It was terrible in class today. But I love this, and I want to continue doing it. But like I said, at the end of the day, until I get monetization, hit that 1,000 subscriber, 4,000 watch hours, it's gonna be really, really hard for me. So I'm still going to try and pump out daily videos, but please tell me what y'all want to see, because I'm excited to make content and watch it. So I realized we forgot to do the doubles. Oh my gosh, the 87 minutes of this. There's the cabin track. In a lot of the older aircraft, even some of the new 777 stuff on the smoking inside, which because I think with some of them came out, when smoking was still kind of a thing that happened in aviation in certain parts of the world. So a lot of airlines now just use it for the double chime when you hit 10,000 feet or anything that one chime means. Okay, well we're at 14,000 feet and we're 23 minutes. There's not much else to do, so I think the best thing is I will catch y'all in the next episode of Flight Sim, where we